We have an S10 clip on the front of our 51 Ford frame now. That's a heavy motor that's got to sit in there, so I want to make sure it's going to survive. For the record, everything I said about using all the stock suspension in the 51 Ford, well, I lied to myself. Not to you, to myself. I thought I could pull it off, and I probably could if budget wasn't a question, if time restraints weren't an issue, and, well, if I was just better at everything else. So, I'm not, we ain't, we don't have. What's the solution? We're gonna cut that front suspension off of this frame, slap it on the other frame, and this project is motoring forward. Chugga 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 woo woo. I was also able to pick up the rear end for this project. It's an 8.8 out of a Ford Explorer, Ranger, something of that sort. I don't really know. For $100, we're hoping for the best. For those of you not used to the roller coaster of weather we get here in Minnesota, it was like 70 degrees a week and a half ago. Now they're talking anywhere from 2 inches to a foot of snow between tomorrow and next Tuesday. Yay! That could have been bad. Yeah. We do have to figure out the best way to get this off my trailer by myself. Should be fine. Easy does it. Just a little bit of time. These tires were studded. Wonder why. Probably for ice. Oh, no. Alright, that was the part I was worried about. Oh no, oh no. Exactly how I planned. What we have here is simply a 1990 S10 frame, two-wheel drive, probably a Shoebox. There are YouTube videos out there showing you how to do exactly what I'm going to do with this swap. Wow, that heat is rolling now. Wow, it's warm. Gotta get that turned down. Holy crap. Too hot. I'm not sure what was going to be the end plan for this frame from the person I got it from. I don't really care. It was on Marketplace. It was $300. I would have had more than that into rebuilding the steering parts and components on the 51 Ford frame. This drag link maybe has a tie rod built into it, and that's bad. These are all bad, so I'd have to replace all of these. I priced it out. It wasn't gonna be cheap. I was gonna put new kingpins in, new bushings in, everything. And I was gonna do it right, shim them out, the whole works, but you start adding all that stuff up, folks, that's a lot of money. That's before we even get to the brakes situation. And with this much weight, I really wanted disc brakes. There's another $300. And with doing this, I get updated suspension, better steering, more work. But the big thing is the steering is in the front now. Where on the Ford, it was behind the cross member. Real big problem when you're trying to put a rear sump oil pan in such a big motor somewhere it probably shouldn't go. It does come with this nifty 700R4 transmission case and this what looks to be a 4-bolt main block, small block of some sort that they were using for mock-up. I don't need any of it, so it's got to come out. We'll have to end up cutting these mounts off because they welded in different mounts. The motor would normally be mounted up here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. But for their reasons, they shifted it back. I don't know where my motor's gonna fall yet, so we're not at that step, Simon. Focus on what you're working on, which is the frame. I have gone and leveled the frame. Yeah, pat yourself on the back, Simon. We don't usually do that. Everything I've seen, you basically, the back of this hole, the front of this hole, I don't know, something with this hole. You draw a straight line, all the way around. And then there's another hole on the 51 Ford chassis. You do the same thing. You cut them, you butt them, you weld them, done. I'm sure it'll go that easy. No, probably not. Easy peasy. Should I try and lift this out by myself? I think the answer is probably no. But I don't listen well. I don't listen well at all. Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy. Oh, I'm gonna get help.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing? Can you give me a hand for a second?
Yeah, I'll be right out.
Thank you. Well, if she takes too long, I'll probably just get it out. Let's be real. Oh, that was bad. I don't know why my wife says I'm impatient. I don't get it. I waited a minute and a half. Nobody showed up. Oh boy, don't do that. Oh no, that's not going good. Yeah.
Where are you going with it?
Outside.
I thought you said it was lighter.
Oh, do you want to take this side?
No.
Well, bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
A guy watches enough videos, sees enough pictures, reads enough tech articles, scrolls enough forums, you can practically figure out how to do anything. Am I doing this right? We still don't know, but we're gonna keep moving forward. I got my lines over there. Ignore all the extra lines. That was me figuring out. Yeah, ignore that, ignore that, ignore that. No, don't ignore that one. That's the one we want. It's a process, people. Here's how I got that line. I went and rewatched that video and they said it's the front of this hole that we want. So I'm gonna cut right on the edge of that front of that hole. It's better to have a little extra than not enough. At least that's what she said. Now, because I'm basically copying somebody else's work, I can't tell you how they determined that this was the best spot for it. We're just gonna do it. I can show you how I got a straight edge, because if you look at this, this has got quite the in it. So we need a straight cut here because I'm pretty sure the other frame is straight. That took me a little bit to figure out. Like 3 minutes, tops. Just kidding, it was like 15, but don't tell anybody. But I'm gonna show you how I did it in case you wanna know. This part of the frame is flat and straight. So what I did, I put my square on it and everything for the camera is gonna be in the way now. There, that looks better. You just can't see me, which is probably not a bad thing, but we'll adjust it anyways. So I took, I'm not sure if this is the best way or the right way, it's just the way I did it. Put the straight edge of this 90-degree angle iron thing. I'm trying to remember how I did it now. There we go. Right up to the edge of that line. All right, right up to the edge of the... Oh, darn it. Why is this being so difficult on this side? There we go. So when you put this 90-degree up here, this part of the frame is straight. So essentially that should carry that straight line through to there. I hope. That's what I'm figuring. This is straight, 90 degrees straight. If I'm wrong, let me know. Then I just did the same thing from the ground up. 90-degree angle from the ground. My frame is level-ish. I mean, it's pretty close. Is it right? I don't know. Can we check it? Maybe somehow. Maybe get the tape measure out? There's no real easy way to measure anything here to make sure everything's the same. Because there's no straight marks on anything. That's 11 inches. And it's right there. We're cutting it. I was all set to use the Sawzall, and I maybe still will at some point. But as soon as I tried to do the cut, it's all wibbly and wonkily, and I don't like it. So I can do a pretty good straight cut with a cutoff wheel. So that's what we're going for. Off camera, before I even sat down, I dropped my grinder and broke the cutoff wheel. Good thing I got extra. Let's see if we can do this without screwing it up too bad. My Sawzall is starting to show its age a little bit. She's slowing down because the motor's getting weak. Woo! Am I at all concerned that I just screwed up and cut this in the wrong spot? Abso-frickin-lutely, 100%. I watched that video 6, 8, 10 times, even watched it some more. As far as I can tell, I cut it in the right spot. But if I didn't, we'll figure it out and we'll fix it. What else? I mean, I don't have any other options. Boy, I hope I didn't screw it up. I'm sure you probably thought, oh, that's nice and light. It's not. Easy peasy. Sort of. I got the frame actually pretty level. It's leveled this way, it's leveled that way, as much as you can tell on a rusty, crusty, old looking frame. Now I'm going to do the same trick I did on the S10 frame to mark these holes. Square edge, 90-degree angle, back of the hole. How do I mark this way though? That's going to be a little trickier. That ain't square there. Damn it, how do I do this? How do I make that square? Oh, none of this is working. How do I do this? I absolutely do not know if this is gonna work or if it's the right way. Maybe I should wait for my buddy to come help me. He said he would probably tomorrow, but I'm impatient and that is a fault of mine that I'm willing to admit to. Plus, I really want to try and figure this out on my own without having to depend on anybody. That's my whole goal, is to do this stuff in my garage by myself without depending on anybody. So we're gonna try. If I screw up, he can come rescue me tomorrow, probably. Hopefully I don't ruin it. Here's what we're doing. I really struggled with how to get this angle figured out because this is at this angle, that's at that angle, and I couldn't get a straight cut, and I'm 90% sure the cut on there is straight. Parallel, perpendicular. I don't know what the right word is, but you know, it looks straight. So what I came up with for a solution is I have a 4-foot level here. I put it on the edge of this line, ran it over the edge of the other line, the lines that I know that I marked on the outside of the frame with the circle edge. And then, to me, that should right angle out and draw my straight line across. Now I can mark the inside of the frame, and I think we just cut it. I did do some crude measuring. Also, I marked the floor, 114-inch wheelbase. It was really crude, but it got actually really close. I measured from this side and that side, both to those lines and marks. I'm actually in within a 1/16 of an inch. And for me, that's pretty darn good. So we're gonna hack this thing off and go for it. If I screw this all up, I'll be giving my metal guy a call and we'll be ordering some steel and we'll be adding to the budget, I guess. But I think I can do this. My confidence level is getting better. I'm using precise instruments and everything nowadays. And look, I'm using soapstone. I don't know what else to do. These are all the steering components that are bad on the original 51. This S10 clip solves all of that. Wait, I should probably weld something across here because I have a feeling if I cut this, it's gonna splay out on me. Yeah, definitely. How about that for some forward thinking? A guy's learning, slowly, but learning. Wow, that is not on weld. How did that happen? There's a chance I overkilled it on the welding. Better safe than sorry. I feel like I just averted crisis, and I'm pretty happy with myself. But don't worry, there's still time for me to really screw all this up, so stay tuned. Everything's getting screwed up here. Have to re-level everything again now. Damn it. My frame's moved, everything's moved. Ah! Nothing ever works. I had everything all measured out where it needed to be on the ground, and the whole frame has moved now, so that's all a waste. Frustration, people. It's a real thing. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. Woo! What's done is done now, people. There's no, well, there's a little turning back, but we're not gonna. You can go this way, and this way, and this way. Somebody called what I do the Ratrod shuffle, which is pretty accurate. Bye! Everything's in the way. Everything is always in the way. I'm gonna do something out of the ordinary here. Clean this mess up. Here we go. Oh, don't turn. Yeah, so my batteries all died. I finally got them charged up. I kept working though, so I didn't show you everything, but I'll catch you up where here. Let me shut the welder off so you can't hear that in the background. So this has happened. It's probably a good thing the camera was off, because there was a lot of F-bombs and cussing and wanting to just burn this whole project to the ground, getting to this stage. But that's mainly because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and things weren't going super easy, so it was starting to frustrate me because I had it in my head how it would go and it didn't go that way, and such is life. I am gonna have to have some help. This is one of those jobs where a guy needs a buddy to help measure different points to make sure you're measuring in all the right spots. I can't hold both ends of the tape measure for like diagonal measuring on this project, but we do got it tacked in. I just put a tack on either side so nothing happens. This frame is level. I got that all leveled out. The stub, I mean, it's not far from it, but I'm gonna have to I can't get it level and weld it at the same time, so I'm gonna have to have help for that part of it. I gotta check my wheelbase. That's a little difficult to do by oneself as well. I did do some short diagonal measurements, and it is on the money. Is that good enough? I don't know. We're gonna do some long diagonal measurements and try and get this thing as square as I can get it. Fingers crossed. It's something. It looks like something. It looks like an S10 front clip tack welded to a 51 Ford frame. I'm not gonna say it looks correct, but it looks okay-ish. I don't freaking know. So my buddy Jeff came over. He's the same guy that helped me put my windshield in my Bel Air. All right, told me everything I did was wrong, so we're redoing it. We gotta cut this back another inch here, both sides, slider back, then hopefully that wheelbase lines up, because we are a good inch off. We'll see what happens. I'm trusting Jeff, so if this is all wrong in the future, it's his fault. Did you like that fireball I edited in for you?
No, I don't feel quite as like a fan.
I'm like, oh, I can add a fireball. That I can do.
You missed the garbage can.
That's because it's at your house. Hold on. Don't rush me.
I think that'll be good because it was one more click.
Yeah.
Try that.
I had to manhandle it a little bit.
So
If you put yours outside flush, how do you look? How does that look?
okay, so there's like perfectly flat.
Okay, I'm about the thickness of the metal away on
Okay,
this side.
so yeah, I like that. That's what they're half the thickness.
It's about half.
Okay.
So how I did this before is I measured center of each of these and measured center of each of these, and it was wrong. But then what I did is measured the center of these and then transferred that measurement from center to these and lined them up, and that's how I got it to where it was.
Okay.
So I think we should do the same thing.
Or if this is right where it should be there, it'll help.
We can tack it and find out. We can tack it and then tack it and then measure it and see.
Or yeah, no, we can just remeasure real quick too, because it'll be quicker.
The hard part is we can't balance it, hold it, and measure it all at the same time.
That's
So
true too, yeah.
that's why I was trying to figure out a way that I could have guide marks.
Okay.
But if you think you have a better way,
No.
a quicker way,
Nope.
I'm all about easier.
No, I don't. It's just the fact that it has to be, because it's not gonna be like that, right? There's no way.
No.
So if we do that and just kind of tack up in the top corner, so we know that has to come down now.
Yes.
Ooh.
And this side has to come down.
Well, what if it has to go down further than what we have available here? But
Well, we can always trim some off the bottom if we have to.
true too. Good point. Okay, so yeah, maybe we should just tack it right in
I
this
got all
corner.
kinds of things for cutting. I got more tools. I got torches, I got sawzalls, I got plasma cutters.
So let's tack it here, bring that side down, try to tack it there, and then see what it looks like.
Do you want to move this a little closer maybe? Does that help?
There you go. Yeah, that's better. Now, yeah, because I think these should be. Yeah, this actually looks really nice. I think this will actually be much.
I need to find my welding helmet.
Did you hang it up?
I mean, I just used it. Oh, there, I found it. I knew I'd seen it somewhere.
But look how nice this looks. I mean, truly, all on here. So,
How about I hold this side and you check the other side?
okay. So how does it look now for you?
As best as I can tell, I'm back where I was, but this frame's got like a little kick out at the bottom there.
It does.
Like,
Okay, that's okay then.
how's it look on your side?
Very. I mean, it's about the half the thickness of the metal, so it looks beautiful.
I want you to appreciate that I took the effort to grind all that and then weld it where it wasn't grinding.
Oh shit.
Well, now it's ruined!
I'll stop laughing at you.
How's this side looking?
I mean, it's still, yeah, if you throw a tack, don't use the shiny part though.
So let's see how we're sitting for square.
Okay, I like that. That's a good point.
Center of the axle.
Yeah.
We're about 114 1/4.
Okay.
114 1/2. Still at 1/4 inch.
Okay, right to the front of this hole. Okay, so 68 1/2 right to that front of the hole. Ergonomics. You're just trying to do what's best. 68 3/8.
What was that side?
68 I forgot.
68 1/2.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Are you right where you want it to be then?
As far as I can tell.
No, don't as far as you can tell. Alright, yeah, really, if I pull a little more taut, like right there, 68 1/4.
Alright, let's measure the other side again.
Okay, reach across. 68 7/16. So, should we bring it up a tiny bit so you have more room to kind of cut?
Yes.
So you don't pinch that blade
Yes.
damn bad. So it doesn't spill all that dust.
Oh.
That's okay.
Ow. Ow. Let's see how we did here.
Oh, I think that'll be fine. All right, man. I love it. Okay, I'm jacked now.
Where did we put the tape measure now?
Right here.
It's on the wrong hip. That's why I couldn't find it. Huge shout out to Jeff, man. That guy is awesome. Really appreciate him coming and helping me. Look at the fit now, people. Look at the fit now. We are awesome. It is a 1/16 of an inch out of square cross measuring, but that could be a flaw. in anything really. I'm not gonna even worry about that. Now we got to get it all boxed in, welded up. Jeff took off, which is fine. We got to weld it all in where we can, and then we're gonna box it, we're gonna plate it, and we're gonna make it look like it's supposed to be there. I couldn't have done this by myself. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't have done this by myself. I didn't have enough arms to do all the correct measuring and make sure everything's good, hold things while I'm welding it, make sure everything's level while I'm welding it. It was huge to have a helping hand. Sometimes a guy's gotta have help. As much as it pains me to ask people for help, sometimes a guy's gotta have it. I'm so freaking happy, woohoo!
Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past.
Well, there we have it. I don't know why. When I welded on this side, it went great. When I welded on that side, it's like I completely forgot how to frickin' weld. I don't understand how I don't understand why I keep doing that. Side A was good, side B went, and I tried to do it the exact same settings, the exact same method. It just doesn't, I don't know why I do that, but they're turning out pretty good. I haven't done anything on the bottom yet. I'm gonna flip this whole frame upside down and make sure I got good welds on it, because I don't want this falling off at all, period. Not even a little bit. Because that would be embarrassing. Probably as embarrassing as all the crap on my nose. Whatever. Treat daddy right. Woohoo! It didn't fall. I mean, I was pretty confident it wouldn't. Look at that. We have an S10 clip on the front of our 51 Ford frame now. That's a big step. This is just further proof. If I can do it, you can do it. I bet this concept will apply to any kind of frame graft you want to do, whether it be S10, Ranger, Dakota, whatever. You want to put whatever front clip on whatever frame, the concept has to be the same. You know, you need to know your wheelbase. You need to cross measure. I just got lucky because there was somebody else who's already done this a couple different times and gave me some guidance. I couldn't take the video word for word on how to do the process, but it got me really close and I was able to figure out the rest of it. And if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. We're gonna fish plate it, you know, here and on the outside, top side and bottom side. I don't know if it needs all that, and I'm not experienced to say, hey, we can go without that. So we're just gonna add the extra beef. That's a heavy motor that's gotta sit in there, so I wanna make sure it's gonna survive. And if I overbuild it, so be it. Let me know what you think. Did I do it right? Did I do it wrong? What would you have done different? Drop a comment, let me know, because I'm always looking for new information, new tips, things to help me in the garage and anybody else that may be learning. What should I do different next time? Either way, I appreciate you watching. If you could help a guy out, share the video, like the video, subscribe, hit that little bell button down there. That's freaking awesome and helpful. And everybody that has over the last couple weeks, welcome to the uncertainty that is Ratrod Garage. I don't know isn't just a catchphrase, it's a way of life, folks. Tune in next time where I'm doing something else I don't know how. But I'm gonna do it anyways, because that's what I do.